Hey, Marcus James here with your Medical Minute Monday. Today we're talking to Dr. Edney about the new variant with COVID. Dr. Edney, thank you so much for joining us today. Let's talk about that.
Sure, my pleasure. We're now dealing with the Delta variant, and when we talk about variants, we're talking about mutations, new forms of the same virus. And we use the Greek alphabet. This is our fourth mutation, so we're calling it Delta. Instead of talking about all these different countries where they originated, and we do expect more. So we're anticipating probably a Lambda variant in a few months unless we're able to get vaccination rates up. What happens with viruses is if they're allowed to transmit widely in the population, then they're able to identify defense mechanisms that they need to overcome for the host, and they change their genetic structure to be able to do that. Delta has done that. So the COVID-19 virus has mutated to a point where it is able to get into our bodies more easily. We all have natural defenses in our nose and our mouth and our airways to filter viruses out. But Delta has mutated to the point where it more easily attaches to receptors to get into our cells, and at this point it's about twice as contagious as original COVID was.
Now, obviously, it's important for many people to get their vaccination. What's a good way to continue to encourage people to get those vaccinations?
Well, to understand that they're safe and effective. 96% of America's physicians are fully vaccinated voluntarily. That's because we have been watching the science, we've watched the clinical data, we have vaccinated over 300 million doses in the United States. In Mississippi, we have over 1 million people fully vaccinated, and we're seeing no significant reactions. The vaccine reactions we're seeing are less than 7 per million, and even the typical vaccine reactions that you can get with any shot are well tolerated. And with that, we're seeing an efficacy rate of greater than 95%. So it is safe. The physicians of America are telling you that it's safe. I've had my vaccination since December. My entire family's vaccinated. I encourage everybody that I know and care about to be vaccinated, and that includes all of my patients. And the fact if your doctor keeps nagging you about being vaccinated is because your doctor cares about you.
Gotcha. Now, what are some of those signs and symptoms that people have experienced that you've heard of after receiving the vaccination? Because there are a few people that are afraid to get it.
Sure, and it varies just like any vaccine. Some people react to the tetanus shot, and a lot of people react to the flu shot, and they think that the flu shot gave them the flu because they had a little low-grade fever and achiness. That is a normal response. The immune system is recognizing the vaccine, thinks it's an infection, and goes to work to fight it. That's what we want it to do. So when you get the COVID shot, your body has never seen that before unless you were previously infected, and it starts to mount a defense against it. And so you may have some fever, you may have achiness and fatigue, but typically that is less than 24 hours. Whereas if you get COVID, your symptoms will be far more severe and last much longer, including I have some patients that have long COVID, and that's severe symptoms post-recovery that have gone on for more than 6 months.
Gotcha. Dr. Edney, now I'm not asking that you would endorse anyone or any organization or business, but could you just share with us some of the places where people can go get those vaccinations?
Yes, the easiest way is if you go to www.vaccine.gov, put in your area code, it will tell you everywhere in your community where vaccine is available and what type is available, in case you already know which one you want to get. But in Vicksburg, Warren County, Medical Associates here has a vaccine clinic every Friday morning, 9:30 to 11:30. No appointment is necessary. And again, these vaccines are free. Our clinics are giving it to our clinic patients. Mission Primary is giving it to their clinic patients. Jackson Hines clinic is given to their patients. River Region is beginning to, they're applying to begin giving vaccine in their clinics, especially the pediatric and family medicine clinics. And the Warren County Health Department every Thursday is giving vaccine. And then we have several pharmacies in town, and you can tell those through the vaccine finder.
Perfect. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Edney. And of course, you can find much more of this information on our website. That's vicksburgnews.com.